and just like that, it is removable. What's up YouTube? My name is Alyx, better known as Last Minute Habits, and today we got a new video. Like I said, I'm trying to be consistent with the videos for this month, so hopefully that stays according to plan. So this is the second one for this month, so we're gonna try to roll out the third one before this month ends. So for today's video, we're gonna be talking about, as you can see from the gist of the title, basically what I'm gonna talk about today is like a certain brand and talk about what the internet and influence has portrayed this brand to be, but essentially all the stuff that's being portrayed nowadays is not like what that brand is really known for and what has popularized that brand essentially, and show them that, you know, they do make so many more dope pieces than the ones that have been showed today in today's culture. So like for example, like, you know, when you think of LV, maybe you think of like Virgil right away, or you think of the LV Supreme collab, but like, you know, LV has done so many more better things than just Virgil and that Supreme collab, but you know, the internet talks about it so much, and you know, has portrayed this image on LV, just for an example, to like the average person. When you say LV to them, those images maybe pop into the head right away. So basically, like what I want to talk about is like a Rorschach test, right? Basically, like, you know, I think that's how you say it, Rorschach. I think, yeah, like from Watchmen. So basically, when you know, it's like a word in association. When you see an image or you see a word, the first thing that pops into your mind is basically this, right? When you think of the NBA, you think of LeBron and Steph Curry. When you think of Italian food, you think of pizza and pasta and etc. So you get the vibe of it, right? So basically what I want to talk about in today's video is essentially about 3 or 4 brands. Talk about their image and how the internet has portrayed them, how influencers have portrayed them, and essentially showcase some of my favorite pieces that I do own from these brands, and show like, hey, you're gonna be like, well, wait, I didn't know that like that brand made that. It's like, yeah, they do make dope stuff, but you're so accustomed to seeing like Off-White doing the Nike collaboration or Virgil being at LV, but right? So like, no, like, yeah, this is what they do, make dope pieces like this, but you're so, you know, used to seeing and being saturated with the hype beasts and the culture that we live in nowadays. So hopefully that does make sense. When I start rolling the video and talking about some of the brands that I'm going to be showcasing, it will all make sense. But hopefully the Rorschach test, the word association, the first thing that pops into your mind when you see certain brands, it will make more sense. So I know that was a long intro, so grab yourself a drink, grab some Uber Eats, whatever you gotta do to sit through this whole video. Hopefully it's not too long, so let's get right into it. Alright, so for the first brand I want to talk about is Comme des Garçons. To the average person that is like not really into the know, or maybe someone that is in the know, or that is just like into like streetwear, the first image that comes to your mind when you think of CDG is Comme des Garçons play. So you think of the Converse, you think of the emblem heart, you think of the emblem hearts on the sneakers. What else? What is really popular with CDG? Maybe the Air Max 180s, the Moabs, stuff like that. Those are, I feel like, today's like with the internet. And what's like cool because of the heart and the 2 eyes, that is only what really surrounds CDG. And I think that's what with today's society has basically, in my opinion, have just only covered CDG play, when they do have more lines like CDG, motherfucking CDG, CDG Black, CDG Home Bleu, CDG motherfucking shirt. So like, yeah, they have so many more lines, and maybe you think of, when you think of CDG, you think of like the paper bag PVC tote, which is a dope piece. Like, CDG does so many more better things than just CDG play. You know, CDG play has been oversaturated with influencers and hype bay, and I think like CDG play is actually like the worst line for Comme des Garçons. It's very commercialized, and it sells itself like easily, and I get it from a brand standpoint, but from a consumer and somebody that is not like that loves clothes. I mean, I'm not saying I'm very fashion forward and fashion educated, but I think like CDG plays weak. I know I think it's like really cool and trendy, but I feel like it's just too easy, you know what I mean? My favorite personal line from COMME des Garçons is the HOMME, because of like all the runway pieces. I like loud pieces, I like unique pieces. I don't like just buying a t-shirt with a fucking heart on it, you know what I'm saying? The misconception of CDG, if like to the average person, I'm not saying someone that does collect, has been collecting archive CDG for their whole lifetime, that's what they think of CDG play. I get that. No, but I'm talking to the average eye, someone that's on the internet all the time, on Instagram, scrolling. They think of, I feel like CDG's image has been portrayed around CDG plays, CDG's plays line. COMME des Garçons does so much better things than CDG play. So one of my favorite pieces I do, and probably my most coveted piece in my closet that I do own, is the CDG HOMME Rolling Stones pants from Spring Summer 2005. I don't know the official name. I don't think it's called the Rolling Stone pant. I think it's called something else, more bougie than that. But it's been known as the CDG Rolling Stone pants. So, but look how beautiful this is. To the average eye, when I talk about CDG to them, I'm like, yeah, like these are my favorite pants by like COMME des Garçons. They're gonna be like, what? COMME des Garçons like makes stuff like that? And it's like, yeah. They do so many more things than fucking CDG play. I haven't showcased this off on this channel, but I have owned this since last year, May. I've pictured this in my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, it is at whoislmh. That is WHOISLMH, if you don't know how to spell. Yeah, just a beautiful patchwork piece. This cut and sew pieces. So all these parts are all cut and sew, if you can feel the stitching. Just a nice, beautiful piece. I know there's about 5-ish different variations of this pant. So I do have the this side front, I don't know how to describe the front. The Rolling Stones and the checkerboard print on the front there, going throughout the whole garment, and then you have the polka dots and the white flowers fucking going at the back of the piece here. So just a fucking coveted, beautiful piece by COMME des Garçons. But this is what I'm just trying to talk about, is that, you know, COMME des Garçons makes like dope, amazing pieces like this, and they're not just all about CDG play or the CDG or the tour thing at the back that is sold at DSM that everybody fucking loves because it's so trendy, I guess. But I think that shit's weak. So I know that Avery just had his thing ungrailed and he was selling his pair, which is maybe a bit too small. Look, this is a size small, I believe, and this fits about like the size 30 waist, so it's a little bit big because it does not have belt loops. It just kind of has this adjustable, like, hold on, yeah, you focused on this one. It just has like this adjustable button on the waistband there, like on each side here. Hopefully the camera picks that up. To like tighten it, it's just like 2 buttons just to like readjust there. So it's not very helpful, but I do wear this all the time, but usually with the shirt tucked out, so because it kind of sometimes sags like a little bit. But yeah, just a beautiful, amazing piece by COMME des Garçons. So yeah, for the second brand that I do want to talk about is Off-White. And I think the first thoughts that I think come to the average consumer when they think of Off-White, it might be the Off-White Nikes, Virgil being at LV, the diagonal stripes, some arrows, and it's saying this white at the top of the shoulder blades of a garment. Or maybe the first thing that does come to your mind is like the quotation marks, you know, like shoe, air, shoulder, zipper, whatever the fuck he does, right? And I feel like a lot of people that do wear it don't really genuinely care for the brand. They just wear it because it's hype, right? Because Off-White, as anybody knows, is probably one of, if not today's coveted streetwear brands on top of Supreme, right? So, but here and there, Virgil does make some cool pieces. When I use here and there very, very lightly with a fucking grain of salt. But here and there, Off-White does make some cool pieces. What I'm gonna do is show off a couple, 2 pieces from Off-White. To the average person, you'd be like, oh, look, what pants are those? Or what jacket's that? I'd be like, oh, it's Off-White. And be like, oh, I didn't know that Off-White made those type of things. It's like, yeah, if you could, but you're so saturated with the off-white Nikes every 2 seconds, or you know, the Rimowa suitcases or anything like that. It's just yeah, so saturated on the market, but which overshadows the really dope, cool pieces that is made every so often. So we're gonna showcase 2 pieces that I do own, that I do love, and I still have today. So first up, for the pieces that I do have is this off-white collaboration with Levi's, right? I think very simple collaboration, but the things that make it a collaboration and the details that make it a collab are so great. This is the off-white collaboration with Levi's, and this is the Splice denim jacket in the black wash and orange colorway. I actually acquired this piece from Jacob J. Keller, so shout out to the OG god. Jeez! Just a classic American denim trucker. I usually like to roll it 2 times for that nice cuff action on the sleeves. It just elevates the look a little bit with the little, you know, opening at the cuff there. So yeah, you see the blue label right there. So you know it's good quality because it's the Levi's Made and Crafted line, and not just the plain Levi's. So it's that quality G shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just features this black wash denim on the right side of the garment with the splice and patchwork stitching going on the left side. So yeah, one of my favorite pieces by Off-White actually, but I think if you show that to the average person, they'd be thinking it's just another Levi's jacket when it's just a collaboration with Off-White. But I think the details and the stitching on it just makes it amazing and a staple piece in my wardrobe. So yeah, here and there, like I said, Off-White does and Virgil does amazing, great things, just like with the simple collaboration with Levi's. The second piece that I do own from Off-White, this is probably one of my first expensive purchases that I've made once I started collecting clothes. So this is the Off-White oversized suit pant in this chevron gray color. So it features like these diagonal designs throughout the whole piece there. Let me get a bit closer so you can see the details of the garment. There we go. Hopefully that camera picks that up. It does feature the button butterfly closure. Hopefully the camera picks that up, but the lighting might be washed out. Features those button butterfly closure as the zipper. It features these pleating details at the side. It is a very wide, like I said, it is an oversized suit pant, so it is very wide at the legs. It does feature these belt loops to adjust at your waist. It's more of like a mid-rise, so when I do like to wear high-rise like I do with a lot of my pants, it kind of is a little, goes up my ass a little bit, but it's all good. It looks very nice in my opinion. I used to wear it with like a wallet chain when those was popping because, you know, Hypebae got me like that. So it also does feature some distressing details at the waistline there, at the rim there, so it kind of has like that raw edge detailing at the waistband. I think that's like a nice touch if you have like a t-shirt tucked in or so. It's made out of like this alpaca wool, acrylic, fucking every like blend made. I can't remember every single material that was used for this, but yeah, just an amazing like cool pant, a great wide-legged trouser, suit pant, whatever you want to call them, just for the wardrobe. But yeah, I feel like if I show that off to the average person, they'd be like, they wouldn't think of Off-White right away. And basically, like I said, throughout this whole theme of this video is that to showcase that they do better things than just Off-White Nike, and they make, yeah, here and there they will make some cool pieces than just Off-White Nike and the fucking hoodies and whatever they do over at Off-White. So the last brand I do want to talk about on this list is Alyx. Alyx is probably one of my favorite brands I like to look out for. A lot of stuff that he's been making now overall haven't been really my, I think that there are a lot of cool innovative pieces, but the pieces that I do like are probably not everyone else's favorite. Like a lot of the Nike and Alyx collaboration I don't like any of it. Same with a lot of The accessories, I don't like anymore. When Alyx was first coming up, I really like fuck with the brand. I'm like, yo, that's super cool. Like, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Now I feel like I fuck with the less popular section of Alyx, and I'll get into that. So I think the first thoughts that when you think of Alyx is you think of the roller coaster belts, you think of the chest rigs, you think of Matthew Williams at fucking Dior making the buckles, the hardware, and all that shit. And that's what became his staple, and what he became famous for and iconic for was the roller coaster detailing belt, right? And I feel like Alyx does so many better things than just the chest rigs, the Alyx belt. There's a lot of trousers that he does make that are really fire. A lot of the, I know cargos are in. Some of the older cargos that he has done in the past are pretty fire. But I think the cuts, the way that I like my cut of a pant and what he's been making a lot of are more like slimmer, tapered, shit like that. And it's not really like my vibe. Like, I don't like that style of pant, for me at least. But essentially what I want to say is that, like, yeah, Alyx does make so much more fire shit than just roller coaster belts and chest rigs. So yeah, I think that's what has become Alyx image because of, you know, the internet and Matthew Williams being so popular in today's culture, doing collaboration with Montclair, doing collaboration with Nike, two big juggernaut brands. So of course he's gonna be talked about a lot, and a lot of the things that is talked about is just the corny shit that people fall for and love. You know, the influencers, the fucking hype beasts are gonna like eat that shit up, right? But here and there, they do make more amazing things than just what's covered by like hype beasts or high snobiety. So the piece that I do have that I absolutely fucking love is this new Chelsea boot by Alyx. This is from the Spring Summer 19 collection. So it features like this coated canvas. It's a coated canvas boot with this like plastered like this painted on color essentially. So if you're familiar with the Converse and Margiela collaboration, they did a very similar one where it's like a painted on shoe, and after wear and tear, it starts to crack and starts to peel away, or also known on the Lance Mountain Jordan 1s. So I think that's what I fucking loved about this shoe, is that detailing. Just the more you wear it, the more character will like add onto the shoe. So like, as you can see, I've been wearing this quite a bit at the bottom there, but even at the sole here, you can see the detailing around the back of the heel there, that it is like painted on, and it looks like a bad paint job, which I love though, and just starts to like peel away and crack away. I don't know if there's in person, it's very cracked on here. I don't know if it's probably going to be washed out since it is white, and the camera probably won't pick up the very cracked details, but it's very cracked. It also features this shoelace detailing that wraps around the ankle of the shoe that serves really no purpose, because when you're wearing it, it doesn't, because of the structure of the leather and the shoe and the coated canvas, it doesn't really like tighten, like it doesn't like tighten the ankle essentially. It just serves it as a look. Once you put it on, so this is like the circumference of like the insert where your foot goes. Once you have it on and you zip it up, it's kind of like, I want to say it's like loose, but it's not fitted. So once you start tying that shoelace around, it doesn't serve a purpose where it tightens it more closed. So it does feature this like silver nice zipper Alyx with the, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up, but it does say Alyx right there at the heel there in very like small font. Yeah, so it's a very like a nice like heavy duty zipper. But if you don't fuck with the shoelace detailing around the heel, it is actually detachable, and I found that out by accident because I think I was playing around with it and it did just like fall off. Well, it didn't really fall off, but essentially what you do is pull down on this. So you pull down here, and then you push up and you turn it, and just like that, it is removable. But yeah, so you can wear it as a plain Chelsea boot like that. It does come with a removable VIBRAM sole. I tried to put that shit on. That shit was so fucking difficult, and I just gave up. I'll throw an image here with the VIBRAM sole looks like, but it's in the box somewhere. I'm not gonna fetch it because that shit was way too hard to put on. It probably wasn't that hard. I just like probably stupid, and yeah, I get frustrated easily. That's the thing. So, but like yeah, when it comes to Alyx shoes and boots, they're amazing. I think I look out for the shoes and boots probably the most out of anything that Alyx does. I think the Alyx shoes are so like amazing. They're amazing quality. These definitely do hurt. I'm still trying to break them and they really hurt. But I think the look of it is just so nice. They are pricey, most definitely. But I think like the craftsmanship, the details of the pieces are just, for the shoes at least, are so nice. Matthew just doing his fall winter 19 show, there's a couple of shoes he showcased off that are just so nice. I think because a lot of the stuff that I did like was more of a platinum sole, and I just love a thicker sole giving me that extra height. I think just a lovely detail. So but yeah, I just want to keep people on game of people that don't know that Alyx makes amazing footwear, that it's just not about roller coaster belts, and it's just not about chest rigs or whatever is cool, and not about cargo trousers. Like they do like amazing stuff like those shoes that I just showcased. I mean, that might not be everybody's cup of tea, and I understand that, and I forgot to put a disclaimer that, you know, this is my opinion and it might not be everyone's like favorite. So yeah, I just want to talk about that and Alyx. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. That might have been a long video. I did a lot of talking. I wanted to evolve this channel to not just be about pickups and the pieces that I do own that are really cool and everything, and it's more of like an elevated wardrobe, as you can see. I like buying things that stand out, things that last, hold its value, and I think that's what's unique about this channel. I know there's a lot of people that have grails out there, most definitely, but I'm not trying to show off things that you already see on the internet. Like, I don't know how many people that you've seen on the internet with those Alyx boots, you know what I'm saying? You might probably seen the denim jacket before, most definitely. The Rolling Stones pants are, I know, like a coveted piece in people's wardrobes. But yeah, I just wanted to elevate and evolve the channel, just not surrounding just the pickups. And that's because of you guys too. You guys have been encouraging me to do more videos, and I know that's what you guys want, so I wanted to give out an opinionated video and talk about, you know, people stop buying that weak shit that COMME Niggerson's doing, or stop buying that weak shit Off-White's doing. Like, stop wasting your money. You can be using that money into more coveted, staple, loud pieces into your wardrobe. So just don't buy what everyone's buying. I did a whole video, I did a $3,500 fall winter haul showcasing the 3 Misbehave jackets, and I think that kind of like touched upon the subject that I was talking about today, is that when you look at those Misbehave jackets, you don't think like, oh, like I didn't know Misbehave made those jackets. It's like, yeah, they're not, they just don't make spandex motorcycle shirts and leggings, you know. There's so much more than that. They have adult menswear, ready-to-wear line that not a lot of people are on game, but you know, society and the internet has portrayed this image of this brand that's what all they do, especially with people like a Lily May, like supporting the brand, or you know, like just big or Kylie Jenner supporting the brand. So that pushes the brand in this direction, like, oh, you know, Kylie Jenner or Lily May just wore those Misbehave like spandex shirts, and it's just like, you know what, there's more to it, you know what I'm saying? So just like, I'm not saying educate yourself, but like don't fall into trends. Don't try to avoid that. Try not to eat up what everyone else is eating. That's what I'm trying to say essentially, and try to stray away from what this brand has been portrayed as, because they do amazing things. So just do a little research, I guess, but just be aware and just know that those brands are not all about CDG play. They're not all about Off-White Nikes or just roller coaster belts and stuff like that. So that was a lot of talking. Hopefully you made it. If you made it to the end of this video, then great for you, because I did a lot of talking. So that was probably the most I've talked without, you know, just stunning on YouTube with all the pieces. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for tuning in for the live streams. Yo, I genuinely love the support. Like, you guys have been pushing me to and being motivated to do more videos for you guys and doing things that not everyone else is doing, because we've seen it all before and all that stuff. So yeah, so if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at whoislmh. That is WHOIS. I can't even spell. WHOISLMH on Instagram. You can find me there. I post all my outfits and shit like that over there when I'm not being consistent on this channel. So that wraps it up, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, guys, peace.